it's like, because it's technology. We're like experimenting with new technology. It's not really a standard way of doing things, but because it's like half machinima, half mocap, half animation.
Yeah.
It's a lot of halves that does not
make a whole.
That does not make 100%.
No,
like,
it does not.
A lot of. Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Ask the Dropouts, the monthly podcasting that we have where you guys can ask us the dropouts, right?
Yep.
Kind of like that. Well, I am Joey Min, the creative head of Art School Dropouts, and with me here is Stephanie Pham.
What's up, guys? How you doing?
All right, so this is going to be kind of a weird Ask the Dropout. It's always weird. Whatever the fuck we do, it's always weird, right? So the thing is,
I mean, this year the goal is let's get weird,
right.
Let's get loud.
Let's get weird, let's get loud. And the reason why we're saying that, so we've had a few things that we have been working on for the past few years that we have not been able to put out in subsequent years because of a lot of work that we were doing, right? So this year we are going to finally well, actually, no, I'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Right, but
updates on the channel.
Updates on the channel first, yes.
Going viral.
Oh, that's so it's going viral is a short that's coming out next month. I know that you guys, if you guys have been watching our channel so far, you guys the trailer pop up like a week ago or something like that. So working in with Nathan Porter. So hopefully you guys check it out next month. It'd be fun. It was kind of fun with everybody there.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's one.
That's one.
And you guys obviously saw the video where we talked about being weird this year. Even though we're weird every year.
Definitely discussed
but we
the balance of working for other people and still being
art
able to
art
focus
school
on ourselves
dropouts
and our own
weird.
progress.
Yeah, I guess
that
so.
makes sense.
I think it's
Something
great
like
to work
that, right?
outside of.
Okay, and that's really it. The updates.
We have an intern.
We have a new intern.
We have a new intern.
So
this is like our
number 5. He's right behind that camera.
He's over there.
You guys can't see him, but he's dancing.
Yeah, he's being weird.
Yeah, he's being a Gen Z.
Yeah, Gen Z. You know.
There we go.
Yep.
That's fine.
You guys will see him from time to time.
Right. Definitely.
Our patrons have already seen him. So.
Right. So besides that, I mean, there's nothing really new in terms of the channel. It's just the stuff that we're gonna do moving forward. Right. But before we get into more updates, right? We're gonna start this year off begging you guys for money because
we are sponsored by us.
By no one else but us and like viewers like you. So guys, thank you honestly, thank you guys again for supporting us all these years. But for the people new, and if you guys are watching our stuff and you guys want to help us and continue to support us so we could continue making feature films and all this other stuff that we're doing here on the channel for free, is you guys could, one, consider grabbing some of our merch on the store tab here on YouTube. Check it out. If not, please go to artschooldropouts.com. Then just follow it to our merch. And we have a bunch of stuff, and I hope you guys like it. The other thing is that, obviously, we are content creators here on the internet, so please consider becoming a patron on our Patreon. Very in-depth look at what we do. A lot of perks that we promote on it, but while I don't want to take away from Steph, she will explain as much as
that's not bad. You said more this year so far compared to prior years. But yes, guys, check out our Patreon. If you guys don't know what Patreon is, it's kind of like a Kickstarter or a crowdfunding campaign, but on the longer term where we can actually connect with you guys way longer rather than just a single large donation. You guys will get behind the scenes. We do 360 behind the scenes videos. We have storyboards, previses, never released stuff or unedited behind the scenes footage. So if you guys see our content on our YouTube channel and you're just like, I want a little something more, then do check it out. And plus, we just released the new design for our Patreon mug. So it's it's the Chibi Us.
The Chibi Us. The Chibi Us. That's on our.
Yes.
Please.
Yes. Please check it out.
I mean, this is not. I just put a sticker on it. but yeah. But now let's get to the updates.
Okay.
So not updates.
Updates because we already went through updates.
Because technically it's the year in review.
Yes, year in review. Because it's a new year. 2025. But 2024, what do we do? I feel like we did a lot.
I feel like we did a lot, but when I look at our
also
channel,
not at the same time. It's weird.
Okay, because major releases. We did
Gunslinger Mary.
your
Yeah.
getting the
Takeout,
character.
Takedown.
Takedown. Crazy.
Crazy Airdrop.
Airdrop. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah. I mean, we had some good ones.
that's like if you think about it, every other month, if we could have,
Yeah.
but we didn't. Like,
Yeah. We had
That's a lot.
We had a lot of vlogs. I think it was.
we always have a lot of vlogs.
I think it was really us just trying to get into the swing of things again, because in the prior years we've been doing a lot of work for everybody else and trying
Right.
to like learn how to work with other people and their visions.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely think it's a good lead up to this year where we want to go back to
Yeah.
like our roots.
We kind of because like last year, even though we were able to do all of those things, we were still on standby for a lot of
Yes.
other people's productions. And the fact alone that we got to do all of those things, I'm really proud. But I also, I guess, yeah, we were talking about this. I know I said something like this. I really like us making, features and short, sketches. But I think I also miss the randomness of just putting something together like we used to.
Yeah.
You're right. And I do miss the boys. I do miss everybody,
Yeah.
the old crew. Obviously, we grow up and there's like new priorities in life, right? So I understand, right? And we kind of fell really hard into being a film production company, right? So
I think definitely going back to the roots, just doing more fun stuff. I mean, not saying like the projects that we did do like aren't fun. It's just I think we put the expectation of quality and production
right.
like at the forefront, where it's just like,
Yeah.
okay, give up sleep, cry, blood, sweat, and tears, all of that
Right.
stuff, just to get something good. But I think now we've proven to ourselves that we can
do it, and I think we should focus on the stories that made us like enjoy all this in the first place.
Yeah.
Right? Because like after working on bigger sets, Hollywood or not, right? I kind of know why I wanted to do this in the first place, and it's definitely not always being on someone else's project, So it'll be nice to just do ours, right?
Yeah.
So that's the thing, and I think the fact alone, like we already shot some weird stuff. It's not even like anything crazy, but it was just kind of fun, right? It was the
fun.
middle of the night. We were just shooting stuff. Like I felt 10 years younger.
I don't know about that.
The shit that we used to just shoot.
Yeah, I know. Like the whole sleep deprivation thing, like.
Oh, they're not gonna see that for like 2 months or some shit. I don't know when that's coming out.
Okay. Wait, let me see. I could probably check. Yeah. No, that's like maybe March. I think.
Yeah, it's right there. It's March. But the fact alone, we already have it like scheduled.
Yeah.
You know?
Because there is like a potential that we will, I mean, we already have one client on deck that we have to, two clients on deck that we have to do work for this year. And who knows? I mean, it's only January.
It's only January, and I'm like, God dang it,
Yeah, and it's going fast, all right.
But yeah, and then like looking at our schedule here, so because that's the thing too, right? Like looking at our schedule for the year, I'm very much excited what we're doing. It is something that how do we say this? Like I know that starting next month, we're probably going to give you guys some more up-to-date stuff, but obviously you guys have been hearing us talk about like, oh, we're trying to finish our second feature film as our school dropouts, blah, 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 blah. Well, you know what? We fucking finished it. Well, kind of. I'm still doing like final graphical edits or whatnot, but it's mostly done. Right?
Finally.
And regardless, it's going to release this year. And we do want to kind of...
That is definitive.
Definitive.
Okay? It's going to be released this year. We're not holding on to it anymore.
Yeah.
We're not like waiting on anything. It's going to be released this year, guys, because we promised you guys.
Right.
And it's going to be released. And we really hope that you guys like it.
Right. It's I mean, yeah. So, but obviously before we release it, we really wanted to talk about it because the thing is with Art School Dropouts, we've always been... it's not like I try to be different. Like, oh my God, you're so quirky. You know, I'm not like a pick me girl or anything like that, right? Like, it's more of I know the things that we like is, or at least I do when I write something, is completely might not be the most mass marketed type of idea, right? But it really does, like, speak to my soul and whatnot, and the things that we're doing might be different from what we used to, but it's still very much ASDO, right? And yeah, so I guess talking about that, and I guess like our new movie, I guess we'll just say it.
Might
right?
as well, yeah.
Yeah, it's called Player Agency, and it will make sense if you guys know the meaning of player agency and the type of medium that we're doing this in. Yeah, very, very much proud of that. But that's like, yeah, like, what are you looking forward to though this year? Or is there anything last year that you were like really proud of?
Your was fun. Not a fan of that wig though. But I mean, I just like.
Which is silly because I remember when you were like doing that, I'm like, I get it, it's the hair, but it's like you have the hair already, though.
Yeah, but I don't have bangs like that.
That's true.
If I'm gonna full send into like a cosplay, I might as well full send into a cosplay, right? I mean, I'm excited for like the next shoot that we have, which is actually gonna be, we're working on it. It's a 3-day shoot this month.
Right.
A little stressed out about it because our record for the number of shots to be shot in one day is 76, and already on day one, it's like 86 shots that we have to get done.
Just 10 more shots, baby. Do it. Dude, seriously, after working in Hollywood, I really don't give a shit.
No, I understand.
Like, we could do it.
I understand. But it's
Right.
like, the anxiety is like still there.
Because you're right. Like, it's the thing is like, I know the stress that I know we were talking about is because we still want to shoot it quality, right?
Yeah.
Right. So, completely understand.
That ends after we get paid for maybe the next job or two. I will pull the trigger and get our company Ninja Slushy machine for not only us as the production people, but for our stunt guys. I think it will definitely increase morale.
It's funny how this is, it's not sound, it's not lights, it's not. This is we want to take care of our peoples, right?
Yeah, we want to take care of our people.
Plus, do you know how terrible it is that Sam's Club is the only place you can go to get Pepsi slushies? Dude! I mean, obviously if Coke sponsors us and Coke tastes better, but I really like Pepsi over Coke. So now we're going to make those slushies, baby.
Yep. So work with our school dropouts. We'll have a slushy machine.
Right, and we'll cook well for you guys, right?
Yeah, we'll have food for you guys. Yeah.
Before we talk more about Player Agency, guys, like I said, like another way if you guys want to support us, if if not for Patreon, not for buying merch, consider if you guys are upcoming filmmakers and you guys want to learn how we do our things, like, we have a tutorial series called Do As They'll Do.
Have been making the
just
martial
go
arts
to
action videos that we
asdofightscenes.com or just go to
It's a series with indie filmmakers in mind.
Find
We
your
walk
way
you
there.
through everything from
We have an
pre-production
extensive
to
library of
high
how
choreography
we
all the way to editing.
basically how we do
share with you
our
our concepts and our
filmmaking,
workflows
everything
that can be
from
applied to any
pre-production
project
all the
of
way
any
to
scale.
post, so you guys
No
kind of
budget to an
understand
actual
how we do
budget.
it. And if you guys do
And if
really
you want to
pair
see
that
if
up
our
with
tutorial is
Patreon,
right
we
for you, check
upload
out our
all of
action
our,
shorts on our YouTube channel.
I guess, reference materials, everything
So
from
if you're an
scripts
indie filmmaker
to
and is interested in
storyboards,
making action scenes like
behind
we
the
do,
scenes,
consider
more stuff
checking
on,
out
like,
our
the way that we
tutorial
do
series
things.
Do
And
As They'll Do.
I know we didn't talk about it before, but on Patreon, you guys could be like like we have these 360 live streams when you do when we're on set. You guys could log in to a 360 stream, and you guys could see exactly how we operate.
You could comment. You could actually like go in the chat, and we'll try to like respond back to you.
But
it just kind of gives you guys the producer feel while not leaving the comfort of your home.
Right. Yeah. Plus, yeah, like you guys see how we work, because obviously we're not Hollywood, and we're doing our own, but you guys can see how we work. It's
so you guys
fun.
could check it out, asdofightscenes.com. Joey has his course on like how to produce fight scenes on a budget efficiently from pre-production to post-production. Then I also like released a course like end of last year. I totally forgot about.
Right.
It is actually social media marketing for creatives. So it's more so catered towards like actors, models, even makeup artists, people that work within like the entertainment industry on how to better market themselves and utilize like Instagram in particular, because two of the things that's like really frustrating is like, one, you never get your work that you've done, and two, it's like, what do you do with it after?
Right.
You can use that to actually get yourself more work.
Right.
So yeah, so that's a little
Yeah.
something. And then if you guys don't want to check out the tutorial series, you guys could also check out Fractured Atlas. We are fiscally sponsored under Fractured Atlas, so that means any donations we receive is a tax write-off for you guys. So I don't want to go into like the nitty-gritty of like understanding your taxes and filing and stuff, because I mean it's also January, so I understand it's not really viable right now. But when you are getting your taxes done, kind of take a look at your income tax and what tax bracket you are at, because maybe donating will lower you to the next tax bracket, and you'll have to pay less on your taxes. So it's something to consider in doing the math with that. But yeah, so you could donate, like we get some businesses that donate like food to our productions, and that's a tax write-off for them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could go along with that for a while, but let's not. Let's just go right into player agency.
We can't really talk much about it yet because I do have a series planned to kind of actually explain to everybody what player agency is, right? Because it is something very different from what we're doing. But yeah, like it's
our next feature film. Actually pulled up the definition of player agency, so it explains kind of why we chose that name. Player agency is the freedom and control to make decisions during gameplay. It's the degree of freedom a player has to make choices that impact the game world.
yes, right.
So,
I get that story. Once you guys, I know we've already posted. Oh, no, didn't.
we did present like the
UA
game, and like we
Yeah.
did show UAS.
We showed the first like 10 minutes.
Yes, we did show
At
the
UAS
first
2 years
10
ago.
minutes at UAS. Yes,
2 years ago now, right? And oh right, that's when we were working.
With Mike.
Yeah, and I wasn't over there.
And I had to do
Yeah,
it.
sorry.
There was a ton of like production questions in regards to the film, but of course, the one person that is in charge of all of that
Right.
was not available to answer those questions. I wish I had like recorded that, because then
Right.
like we could take those questions, but a lot of them came from John.
Oh,
So
because you know, I'm supposed to, because I mean, technically we're part of his project too, so that's another thing this year that might start.
yes,
Right.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. But he seems to be gung ho on this.
But player
yeah.
agency was actually in replacement of another script. At the time, we were in lockdown, where basically we just lock ourselves in a house, and we
In the mountains,
in the
like
mountains or
middle New York.
somewhere. Yeah, and then we just write like a script that we have intentions of producing that year. We haven't done that in a while because we've been working on player agency, but player agency is actually in replacement of a script that we were supposed to write.
Yeah.
And then Joey came out of nowhere and was just like, hey, I have a script. I'm like, oh, so you finished? Yes. And I'm like, okay, what do you mean? It's like, it's not what we had planned. Okay.
And we'll definitely go more in depth in all of this stuff, like with
Yeah.
with this little series that I'm
But we
creating
pulled the
here.
trigger, we did it, we learned a lot of like frustrations and making it. But I mean, I feel like that's with any feature film, and
plus doing something
different.
different. Like I don't want to I don't want to use the word innovative because everybody fucking uses that.
Yeah.
But I know for us, we're one of the first filmmakers to do this, right? A narrative film, like all in VR.
Yeah.
Right, and the technology that we had.
93% of it in VR.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
That's I like the log line for that.
Yeah.
but yeah. So I mean, obviously, like I said, it's a bit weird, and we do want to ease you guys into understand what we're doing and what we're building up for.
And
Because
plus, the visuals may not be immediately appealing to a lot of people without, like, at least, I guess, presenting some more information to them. So this is kind of a way to ease you guys into getting used to, like, the way the characters in the game looks.
Right. Because it's like,
Yeah.
because it's technology. We're like experimenting with new technology. It's not really a standard way of doing things, but because it's like half machinima, half mocap, half animation.
Yeah.
It's a lot of halves that does not
That does not make a whole.
that does not make 100%.
No,
like
it does not.
a lot of 50%, but it's like what the like, but anyways, but yeah, half to half, whatever, make the half
Yeah.
work, right? But
But it is like, honestly, the film itself, it's a very interesting idea of taking a platform that's accessible to us, actually accessible to a lot of people for, I mean, considering it's a full feature film, one. Two, if you were to translate this film to like real life, to actually like shoot it all with real people, it's way, way expensive.
oh yeah, the fact
So-
alone that we were able to do this the way
only
that we did
currency that we had to deal with was ink
and time.
and time. Ink and time. Except for like
Ink is
Yeah.
she means memory in like VR world.
in the VR world, yeah. So it's like, it's kind of interesting if you were to like watch it and then think like, holy crap, if we had the money and the resources,
right.
how much would that actually cost?
It's a proper adventure film. It's
Yeah.
a proper adventure film.
And it's a very interesting proof of concept too
Yeah.
for like, yeah.
You know, like we have ideas to make like big movies if we could,
Yeah.
right? And it's still very much ASDO because like I think if anybody, once you guys watch this, and I really wanted to make my own version of Princess Bride, like something that feels that way, right? If that makes a lot of sense, right? And something that I hope would stand the test of time. That, you know, because Princess Bride now, if I watch it, it's still, I feel like it still holds
I think
up,
it still holds, yeah.
right? So hopefully the thing that we made,
Great, now I want to watch it.
right? Like hopefully in like 10, 20 years from now, they're like, wow, that still feels really good.
Yeah.
Right.
I think the story and message is still really good.
I feel like I wrote it, why I felt so impassioned to write it and make it was because I guess it was like right smack in the middle of like everything that's going on with us. And I
That
wrote
was
it anyway.
like, was that? It was like slightly, it was after we had spoken to Mike for the first time.
2021, yeah.
Yeah, and it was
He
before.
because he talked us at UAS.
Yeah. And then we went in lockdown in like January or something. So like,
Something like that, right? So, yeah, it only took longer because of all the jobs that we were doing, and plus not understanding the technological barriers that we had to deal with.
yes.
But yeah, but it's done. Really, just trying to finish off like the ending, trying to just get the like the last voices, the last graphics, the last like, just compiling credits now and putting it all together. But yeah, that's really it. And I'm like, guys, we're really proud of it, and I'm very much proud of it, and I'm really can't wait to show you guys the movie. But before that, though, we really would love to kind of just talk more about it before I get to finish, because like, you know, we need to do the final wraps on things, right?
Yep.
Guys, thank you again for watching this month's and the start of this year's Ask the Dropouts. I know there's a lot of information, and I know we're going to a direction that I think is very beneficial and fun for us. Again, I really hope you guys continue watching.
Yeah. And if you actually like, I guess, all of our older stuff or any of our older stuff, just let us know what kind of videos you want us to bring back again, I guess.
Like, to
And
see
if you
right?
have any questions as well, because this is Ask the Dropouts, so you guys have any questions about anything, feel free to ask.
And
They're like, Auntie, we want Auntie back.
there is a backstory, but maybe. But guys, thank you again, and we'll see you guys in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.